like, bro, yeah, she got a kid. Look at his back. Oh my god.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another reaction. This is Tim Dillon, RIPS California over unarmed police. California has unarmed police? I mean, I've been hearing like a lot of shenanigans coming out of California, like they're passing a lot of weird laws, they're trying to sneak some stuff in. Like, I think the craziest thing I heard was like them trying to call pedophiles. I can't remember what the name is. It's not even worth remembering, but I mean, the fact that like you're trying to use euphemisms to kind of like change the feeling around pedophilia, to trying to make it like normalized almost. I don't think anyone will ever really be okay with it. Like people who aren't okay with it would never be okay with it. No one's really okay with it, but they're trying to use the euphemisms and the, like the normalization of the language, and then it's going to be the normalization of the actions. Because as generations, begin to talk about these things more and more, pushing more into the fact that, it's just more like a sick. It's not a sickness. It's more of like a sexual orientation. People like us don't deserve to be buried under jail and hung from roofs. We don't deserve to be slaughtered in the streets because we have rights too. You have the right to like fucking perish. You know what I mean? But unarmed police is wild, especially in a place like California where the population is huge and you got like a lot of gangs and stuff out there, and like a lot of people who come from different countries and stuff, so it's not necessarily a great idea to try to de-arm the police. And I never understood that thought. Like, if you have someone breaking into your house using a weapon, then you call the cops, and the cops don't get a weapon. It's like, nigga, how useful are you? You just pulled up in a car, a getaway vehicle, nigga. I mean, I can't get in. You're going to drive off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. But Tim Dillon, I know he's going to go crazy. He's going to rip into this. It's been a while since we reacted to him. Let us know if you want to see more from down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Check out LB Gaming. Check out the 412 show. Let's hop in.
In LA, the cops aren't coming anymore.
Yes.
The police aren't coming.
Yeah, they're considering
Same.
sending them to a whole bunch of calls.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Florida. Ron DeSantis. I'm going to fuck an old woman in Florida and live with her because this state can go to hell. It is a disgusting, it is snowing and hailing, and it is a nightmare. And everybody's like, it's LA. Yeah, it's the vibes in LA. It's city. It's about sex in LA. Sex, baby. You gotta sell LA. And it's hailing and snowing, and a homeless person is smearing their bloody shit on the fucking window. And it is a night. They are robbing people in broad daylight.
Yes.
They're hopping in your car, putting a gun to your head,
Yes.
and saying, Florida.
That's fucking insane. This is why Second Amendment is important, man.
I'm going to Florida. It is. It's not even warm anymore. It's not even, and everyone has Stockholm syndrome. They're like, well, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. This is like a freak thing. It's a freak thing. It's gonna get better. They're not exactly always on point, but you would, if somebody calls. So what is it? Here's the list in its entirety. It can be found below. These are things cops won't come to. Now, some of them it might make sense. Let's see. Non-criminal and or non-violent homeless and public quality of life calls. Okay, so that might be interesting. And non-violent or non-criminal homeless quality. So like, I have a homeless person in my yard. We don't need to send the cops for that. You can just reason with the violent schizophrenic and see what happens.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to read and see what it says here.
Non-criminal mental health calls. Makes sense. There's a guy on your street going like this.
Panhandling, illegal vending, illegal gambling, fireworks, defecating, urinating in public.
What's the problem with that? Well, some of them, they walk up and down the street and they're literally talking to someone who's not there. Like, oh, fuck you, fuck.
Yeah, that's like Pittsburgh downtown.
What's the problem?
Yeah, I know what that's like.
Send a social worker. Send somebody there to be like, how are you feeling? Non-violent calls for service at city parks. Sure, I don't know what that means. Under the influence calls, alcohol and or drugs, where there is no crime in progress. So someone who is drinking or really drugged up, and you might go, hey, I'm at the park, and I have my kids here. And there's a crazy homeless man who seems to be on many, many drugs. And they go, have a nice day.
That's fucking crazy, bro. Wow.
Non-fatal vehicle accidents. Interesting. Okay. Parking violations, driveway tow, abandoned vehicles, person dumping trash, vicious and dangerous dog complaints where no attack is in progress.
Really, bro?
Okay. Calls for service for loud noise, loud music, or party calls that are anonymous or have no victim. Landlord-tenant disputes. Loitering, trespassing with no indication of danger. So you let him come in. You let him come in. Trespassing with no indication of danger. I just wanted to see Taylor Swift's yard.
Look, this fucking stupid.
I just wanted to see it. I like it.
Like, I know this is your house, but I just wanted to visit your daughter's
Code
room.
30
Look
alarm
big,
response.
nice and spacious.
Syringe disposal. That makes sense. Just, hi, there's somebody who keeps throwing syringes in my... Shut up. Hi, someone keeps throwing syringes in my... defecating, urinating in public.
Look at 28.
28, suspicious circs, possible dead body where no indication of foul play. Great. Leave the body there. Leave the body there.
Yeah, let nature take its course.
Why get the pigs involved with a dead body? Why call the cops over a dead body? It's California, the greatest state in the nation. And this idiot, Gavin Newsom, really thinks he's going to run for president. This like middle-aged fuckboy retard believes he's going to run for president.
I never even heard of this.
The state is a laughingstock. It's a national embarrassment and a joke. Everyone hates it. But, I mean, this is just hilarious. Most California voters don't want Newsom to run for president. 70% of voters don't want him to run for president. They should want him to run away. I mean, this is like hilarious here. A dead body. They may not send police for a dead body. Who do you call? Uber Eats?
Yeah, bro, like, what the fuck?
I mean, who would you call? Postman? What are they gonna? They're gonna send people without guns or without weapons in our police. Okay, so union reps say the establishment of an unarmed response protocol will help with the police department's chronic understaffing problem and allow police to focus on the actual job of responding to emergencies, not these.
Yeah, not dead bodies.
Defecating person next to a dead body. That's fine.
Yeah. The
decision to trim back armed responses by sworn officers is an alternative policing approach that has been deployed in other major cities to varying levels in the wake of wide-scale civil unrest caused by deadly police slaying of civilians. Right. So basically, the decision to trim this back as Twitter. We decided that it would make Twitter happy, and we thought... people were tweeting, so this is good. In Virginia, armed officers have responded. Here's my thing. I also don't think that you need cops in every situation all the time, but there's a lot of fucking things there that probably could use police. There's a lot of things there where somebody's heavily intoxicated or being suspicious, something weird, something bad is about to happen.
Yeah, so what is like someone in the public supposed to take up their front?
You're going to get rid of any type of police response, and the people are not going to be armed. They're not going to be... You're just going to let things get to a point where it's going to be very difficult to deal with them after they've happened. That's what's going to happen. When you're basically saying we're going to ignore something until someone gets stabbed or someone gets shot or there is an altercation, it's not good. You don't, you know, and I know that everybody's like, well, they're just running around the streets killing people. Listen, we got to get better with the training with cops.
Okay, look. That's some Gotham City type stuff, bro. A lot of those things on there, bro. Who are you supposed to call in order to deter further violence? What is like me as the public supposed to take up their front and like this, you know, stop like this mad, drugged up hooligan in the streets? Like, what? Like, I don't understand what's supposed to be going on there. You know, at this point, they're going to have to start bringing back those dudes that are dressed up like superheroes. You know, community policing. You know, it's going to get to the point where if the cops ain't going to come, we're going to have to do it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But if that dude think he's going to run for president and introduce stuff like that across the United States, he's a laughing stock. Because that is embarrassing. The cops, what is the point of even having the cops at that point? Dead bodies? If there's a dead body in the street, you can't even call to say to give like an anonymous tip. Be like, hey, dead body in the street. No, if you call to be like, well, sorry, sir, there's really nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about the Homo sapien landing on the ground. Anytime you watch a cop show, what does it start off with? Them finding a body. So it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Yeah, that's nuts, man. Tim Dillon, that was funny as hell. Definitely had a sense of humor about all this. He tends to always have a sense of humor whenever he's going over these crazy things, which is a good way to go about it. You know, you can't let these, unforsaken things going on in the world just completely alter our mind and alter our way of living. You know what I'm saying? Just be positive and just maintain yourself and make sure you can take care of you and your family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Really appreciate everybody that's coming back to the channel. Road to 10K. We'll see you next time. Peace.